everyone, thank you all so much for stopping by the channel today and welcome back to this brand new exciting outfit tutorial video. Now in today's video I am going to be showing you the full tutorial on how to get this super cool male modded outfit. This one has like the white body armor, we have the new v-neck sweater as well as a white vest shirt glitching through it, some black racing gloves, white joggers, white tron shoes and a black bow tie. And of course we can't forget the racing suit logos, which is what's going to be bringing the full outfit together. Now, first of all, this outfit is fully built using the two consoles methods or using the buy everything for free glitch. If you're not familiar with this, I suggest you to watch the video from the link in the description box down below first, which is a step-by-step tutorial on how to create outfits using this glitch. Now in this video I will only be showing you which things that you need to put together in order to create the outfit, and I will not show you the glitch itself or else we will have a very long video. So that's why I suggest you to watch that first if you're not familiar with it. Now without further talking, let's get straight started. So first of all, you want to go over to a invite only session with your male character, and from here you want to go to the tops section. Now I already saved it. You want to go over to the t-shirts and you're either going to grab the orange or the green v-neck t-shirt and you're going to save that on a slot number 1. Now this will be the merging top as always, which we will need at the end of the video. Now for outfit number 2, you want to grab your C2 keep outfit as well. If you do not have this one yet, I will have a video link in the description box down below. Make sure that you save this outfit somewhere else as well, because you will need this one every time that you're going to be building outfits. Now if you have this one saved on your slot number 2, you now want to go over to the front desk. From here go to the outfits and then just grab the racing suit, which I am going to be using, which will be this red racing suit. Now, as soon as you've applied it, you now want to save that on a slot number 20. So you've basically created 3 outfits right now. Slot number 1 and number 2 and number 30 or number 20. Those are the slots that we will need. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the 2 console glitch using C1 and C2, and we're going to do this using the Israel shoot back. Now if you have done the 2 console glitch using these 2 outfits, this is what you will load in with, and we're now going to be merging on the racing suit logos. Now for that you want to open up the pause menu. From here go to online and then to jobs, then to your bookmarker jobs and grab the mission slow and low. If you do not have it, I will have the bookmark link in the description box down below. Now we're basically using this mission to merge the outfits together. Now load it up by yourself and make sure that you set clothing to player saved outfits, and then you're going to be inviting someone who can help you out. Now what I do is I log my second PlayStation out, then I just log into a different account and then just join myself, and that way it goes very quickly. Now if your console 2 has joined, you can now load up the job, and in here we're going to be merging. Now on owned outfit, you're going to scroll once to the left to merge, and then you want to go back over to current, and as you can see, the orange or the green v-neck, depending on what you have chosen, will now merge on the racing suit, including the logos. So now I want to load up this mission, and what I always do in this merging job is I just grab a street vehicle, do not grab the lowriders, and then just go over to the nearest ammunition. Now each time that you do this, you want to resave the outfit on a slot number 1. So as you can see, I'm doing that right here as well. Now if you have saved this on a slot number 1, you can now pull up the phone and quit the mission. Now for the next step, we will be merging on the white joggers. So for that, just go back over to the clothing store. In here you want to go to the pants. From here go to shorts and apply these Love Heart boxer shorts. And after that, make sure that you take off the shoes that you are wearing. So then you're going to be resaving this on a slot number 1. Now for slot number 2, you want to go to jeans, and in here apply the dark blue regular fit jeans number 88 and save that on slot number 2. Now for the merge, you want to grab any pair of joggers because at the end of the glitch, we're going to be changing them into white. So if you do not have the white joggers, but you have a different color, you can use that as well. Now for the purpose of the video, I of course will be using my white joggers, but like I mentioned, you can use a different color as well. If you have saved your joggers on slot number 20, you can now do the 2 console glitch again using your updated C1 and C2. Make sure that you do this with the Israel shootback. Now after completing the glitch, nothing much have changed. You can just simply go back to that same merging mission, just like I'm doing right here on screen. And we're going to be repeating the steps. So on the outfit selection screen, you can go once to the left to the merging slot and then go back to current, and then you should notice your joggers should move over. Now of course you can load up the mission and then just go back to the animation and save that on slot number 1, and then you can quit the job. So now that we have the joggers merged on, it is time to put on the white Tron shoes. Now on slot number 1, you have your outfit saved without any shoes. That is good. And for slot number 2, you want to go to the shoes section, go to the rubberized boots, and grab these aqua camo trail boots. Now you want to go ahead and save this on slot number 2. And of course, for the merging slot, we want to grab the white Tron shoes. So you can just go over to the deadline suits, grab the white one and save that on slot number 20. Now you can already guess it, we're going to be doing the 2 consoles glitch again using updated C1 and C2. Now this time it is very important that you use the classic shootback. After completing the glitch, of course, we can just go back over to that merging mission, and on the outfit selection screen we're going to go once to the left and then once to the right. Now you cannot see the end result, of course, because we have the camera set up like this, but if you hit ready to play, you should notice that your Tron shoes have moved over. So if you have those, of course, you can save it at the nearest animation again on slot number 1. So now the bottom layer of our outfit is basically done, and we're going to be working on the top part. And the first item that we will be putting on will be the white vest shirt, which is the torso 1 layer. Now for that, you want to go back to the clothing store. In here, go to tops, then utility vests, and you want to apply this peach plate carrier, which is the one that I like to use. Now this is the Titan belt merch, which is founded by TBMG Glitch Crew. If you have the plate carrier applied, I suggest you to save that on slot number 1. And then you now want to grab any of the heist coveralls with a gas mask on them. So for this step, we do not need the second console. Now if you have your gas mask applied, you now want to go over to the nearest telescope. Now I just like to use the one at the beach. Make sure that you have some cash, then you quickly want to run past the telescope and press right on the D-pad. If done correctly, you will be glitched out in front of it, and you can now open up your interaction menu and just reapply that outfit that we have saved on slot number 1. Now if you walk away, the gas mask should simply move over to your outfit, and just like that. That's what we will need, and you can now resave it. Now I suggest you to do that on slot number 1 as well. After saving it, you now want to hit the easy way out to trigger a save. Now after doing this, you can go over to Titan of a Job, which is a Rockstar created mission. You can simply load up this mission by yourself, and if you have done these steps correctly, you will load in without the plate carrier body armor. If you load in with the black mask, then you need to restart your game and simply try these steps again. If you have it looking like this, it's very important that you resave it again on slot number 1 inside of this mission, and then you can simply quit the job. Now for the next step, we just want to go back over to the animation once we are back in a new session. From here, you're going to apply any of these vests, and then you want to change the vest shirt over to the white band vest shirt. Now we're going to be using that same merging mission again, so slow and low, so simply load that up. And of course, make sure that you let your second console join again, because that way it goes the quickest. Now load up this mission, and this time the merge will go a little bit different, so pay attention. On the merging screen right here, you want to scroll once to the right instead of once to the left. Just scroll over to that outfit where you have your V-neck t-shirt on. You should notice that the shirt is not merged yet, but don't worry, we're going to be fixing that. Hit ready to play and then just quickly pull up your phone and quit the mission. Now back in the session, you will be wearing the vest shirt again. You just want to grab any street vehicle or just grab your personal one. Go inside this vehicle and register as a CEO or MC president. Now once registered, you now want to swap the style once to the right and just wait a couple of seconds on that. Then you can go back over to none and exit the vehicle, and then you should notice that your torso 1 layer is now merged onto the outfit looking like this. Now just go back over to the clothing store and save this again. So now for the next steps, we're going to be adding the black bow tie as well as the black racing suit gloves. And then at the end, we're going to be making the top combination. Now we're going to start off by merging on the bow tie. Now for that, you want to apply this black desert scarf. And then if you have applied this, this will be your console number 2 outfit. And the console number 1 should not have any accessories applied. Now, of course, we want the black bow tie, so to activate that, you want to apply that vest shirt again that we used from the beginning, and then you can go to the accessories, and then you can apply the black bow tie, which is at the bottom of the list. Now, this will, of course, be your merge, so make sure that you save this on slot number 20, and then you can do the 2 consoles glitch again using C1 and C2. And again, you want to use the classic shoot back for this. Now after doing this, you can merge this again using the slow and low vision by going once to the left, then back once to the right. And then you should notice that your bow tie is now added to your outfit. So of course, hit ready to play and save it again on slot number 1 at the animation. Now for the second one, of course, we're going to be adding the black racing suit gloves. So console number 1 outfit should not have any gloves applied. Then for the console number 2, you want to apply these gray digital tactical gloves, which is number 26. Now go ahead and save this on slot number 2. Then you want to go to the biker suit outfits and you want to grab the black biker suits. Now go ahead and save this on slot number 20. Now you want to do the 2 consoles glitch again using C1 and C2. And this time it doesn't really matter if you use classic or the Israel shootback. You can use both of them. Now of course, after doing that, we will be repeating the step by just simply merging that in the slow and low mission by going once to the left and then back once to the right. So now hit ready to play, resave that on slot number 1 and then quit the mission. So now we are basically almost done with this outfit, and the last steps will be putting the white body armor on as well as the top. And for that you have to create a couple of outfits in order to do this, which I will show you step by step. So this is the outfit that we came out of the job with. All that you're going to do is just add the heavy body armor and you're going to save that on slot number 1. Now for slot number 2, we will need the C2 keep outfit from the beginning again, which I told you to save somewhere else. And we're going to be changing this outfit up a little bit. Now we're going to be applying the corresponding items to make sure that nothing changes colors. And from this point on, your joggers will also change into the white joggers. So first of all, go to cargo pants, and in here you're going to be applying the Moss Digital Cargos. For shoes, you want to go to the rubberized boots and you're going to apply these white trail boots. Now for accessories, you want to go to gloves and just apply those gray digital tactical gloves again. And then you can save this outfit on slot number 2. So this will be the final merge, which is going to be putting the body armor and the top together. But of course, we do not have the body armor and the top together. So that is the step that we will be doing now. So what you're going to do is you want to take off the body armor again once you have these two outfits saved, and just go over to the tops section. In here, go to the V-neck sweaters, and we're going to be using this white bloggers V-neck, which is number 26. Now, if applied, you now want to open up your interaction menu again and go to the body armors, and you should notice that it is kind of glitched out. So what I did is I just saved the top on the bottom, and I just called it top number 2 because of course we need to do the top together with the white body armor. So what I did is I just used slot number 19 and I just called it top number 2. And then I went and opened up my interaction menu and it just applied the body armor. And like I mentioned, it is a little bit different. So for this top, we need to put on the standards. And as you can see, it shows as the heavy body armor. Now you're going to save this right above. So I just went with slot number 18 and I called it top number 1. So you should now have two outfits saved, one with the body armor and one without it. And that is what you will need basically. Now for the merge, of course, you are going to be grabbing the white body armor. Now this is only obtainable through a modded account or through the direct mode glitch, which is currently not available. So if you do not have the body armor, then you can skip this step. So now that we have these outfits saved, you can now do the two console glitch again to put these items together. So just apply the top with the body armor, and then you're going to be doing this using the Israel shoot bag. Now if done correctly, of course, you would just load in with the outfit with the top in it. Just go back over to that same slow and low mission. If you go once to the left, then back over to current, you should notice that the top is now merged together with the white body armor. So in this mission, make sure that you save it at the emanation on a slot number 20, and then you can just pull up the phone and quit it. Now, if you've quit the mission, like I said, we're going to be doing the final merge at this point. So as you can see, I have that top and body armor combination saved on slot number 20. Now we're going to be using the C1 and the C2 that we have created before this to do the final merge. And then you will as well do this using the Israel shoot bag. So now quickly, before we are going to be merging this all together, this is what you will load in with on your male character. So we basically have the full outfit, except the top has now changed into this navy suit jacket. If you do not load in with this and something has changed up, then you need to check your components again. From this point, your joggers should also be turned into white. If you have it looking like this, you can now proceed with the glitch and you're fully good to go. So go back over to slow and low one last time and make sure that you invite your friends. Now load up this mission, and then on the outfit selection screen, you now want to scroll over to the merge slot by going once to the left. And then if you go back once to the right, you should now notice that the torso 2 layer, which is the bloggers t-shirt, as well as the white body armor is now merged onto our outfits. And then we have it all put together. So of course in this mission you can go to the emanation, and from this point on, since we are done, it doesn't matter where you save it. You can just go ahead and save it anywhere that you like, and then you can quit the mission. So now that you have the outfit fully built, it is of course up to you to finish it off with any accessories of your choice. I just went with a face paint, which I already had on my male character, and then I put on a white bulletproof helmet as well as the white duffel bag, and that is to bring it all together. So this was basically the full in-depth tutorial on how to get this male white modded outfits. I hope you guys like this outfit as much as I do. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this one, and don't forget to subscribe. And of course, I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye everyone!